right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, happy Friday, everyone. Today is February 6th, 2026. Let's go ahead and jump into this afternoon's video, taking a look at our regional picture. As you can see, there is not a whole lot to go over. We don't see anything on the radar this afternoon. We are pretty quiet and dry overall. Temperature-wise, we are very mild for this time of the year. We are not as warm as yesterday, but still, for this time of the year, we're above average. We're at 44 right now in Sioux Falls. That's about 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. We're at 37 in Huron, 31 in Aberdeen. We're at 41 in Pierre. And out west we go, we're at 55 in Rapid City. So, not as warm as we saw yesterday when Rapid City hit 70 yesterday. But still, that's pretty nice for this time of the year. 55 degrees is still really nice. 52 in Buffalo. And then down into Nebraska, it's warmer. 45 in Valentine, 58 in Chadron, 60 in Alliance, 57 in North Platte, 50 in Grand Island, 40 in Norfolk, and 50 in Omaha. Into Iowa, it's 45 in Des Moines, 43 in Storm Lake. It is 34 in Mason City, 41 in Waterloo, 46 in Iowa City. Up into Minnesota, that is going to be the coldest spot on the map. We're at 31 in Minneapolis, and we're at 27 in St. Cloud, 22 in Alexandria, 32 in Marshall, 34 in Rochester, and 37 in Worthington. Overall, we're looking at a pretty mild forecast today, and that's going to be the trend for the rest of this forecast. We are looking at mild above average temperatures for the foreseeable future. And we're going to get to the rest of the details of this forecast. We're going to look ahead at the temperature trends. We're going to look at any kind of moisture that we might be getting over the next week or two. We're going to get to all the details of our forecast here in just a moment. Right now, let's hear a brief word from our sponsor at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
So as we look at the European model, this is the future radar. And as you can see, we have the high pressure that is over our region. And as a result, we don't see anything on the radar picture. As we go throughout the rest of today, it is sunny out there. There's some clouds out there, but mainly sunny. And that's going to be the story of the forecast. Tomorrow, same story. We're going to be clear out there. We are not seeing anything on the radar for your weekend. And then as we head into Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday looks really good. It's a really nice forecast for early February. We're looking at a beautiful Super Bowl Sunday. So travel plans, you guys are all good to go. So then as we head into early next week, starting on Monday, we don't see anything yet. Monday looks like another continuation of this forecast where we're going to be dry and we're not seeing anything. Then on Tuesday is when we finally start to see something. Towards Tuesday night, out west, southwestern South Dakota, Black Hills, Rapid City, there's going to be some snow, it looks like. That's going to move into those regions as we head into Tuesday night. And then by Wednesday, we have our next system to watch. And this has been consistent now with the European model for the last several days now. We've been covering this story, and the trend continues. We are still looking at this system by the middle of next week on Wednesday across our region, mainly across South Dakota here, Rapid City to Pierre to Sioux Falls. It looks like mainly going to be in the form of snow. Now, it has changed a little bit. Last couple of days, it's shown more widespread areas of snow and mixed precip, and it's been kind of a more widespread scattered area. But now today, the European model is showing a little bit more confined here, of snow, and mainly snow is what we're looking at. But some mixed precip is going to also be possible with this system. So it is looking more and more likely, the confidence has grown, that we are going to see a system in the middle of next week on Wednesday. And as we play this out, there you go. It's really mainly along the I-90 corridor, Rapid City, Pierre, Huron, Brookings, Sioux Falls, and then into southwestern Minnesota as well. And then by Wednesday night, there's your continuation of that snow. So again, it's mainly going to be in the form of snow. And now exact amounts and things like that, our accumulation amounts, still yet to be determined, as the forecast is still, it's 5 days out yet. So we can't label exact accumulation yet because it's still too far out to determine. But we're not looking at a major system here. It does not look like anything big, not looking like any major accumulation out of this system. So that's good news. But we could use some moisture, but unfortunately it looks like this is mainly going to be in the form of snow, and not a lot of snow at that. And then after that, we'll see what happens. There's some trends that suggest by the 18th of February, so almost a couple weeks from now, there's some models that are suggesting a possible system again by the 18th or 19th of February. We'll continue to monitor that for you guys, but right now it does not look like a big issue for us at this time, but we'll continue to monitor it. Now let's look at temperatures. And this is the latest on the European model. Today, again, we are in the 40s in the east, 50s out to the west. That's pretty much the theme of that forecast for today. And then for tomorrow, entering your weekend outlook, we're looking at a very nice day tomorrow overall with some very mild temperatures. 50s and 60s are going to be the theme of tomorrow's forecast. 60s out to the west, Rapid City looks like will be above 60. Pierre will be above 50, it looks like, and then Sioux Falls and Aberdeen will be in the 40s. And, you go east of Sioux Falls, it'll be cooler. Temperatures will be in the 20s and 30s. And then Super Bowl Sunday looks phenomenal. We're looking at very beautiful weather in store for your Super Bowl Sunday. Temperatures, I think Sioux Falls will hit 50. Aberdeen looks like will also hit 50. Pierre looks like will hit 60. And Rapid City will be above 60. And it looks like a very nice forecast overall for our region. And then Monday looks just as nice. It looks like we're going to have some very nice weather on Monday as well. Sioux Falls will be in the 50s. It looks like, areas north of that Highway 12, basically the northern half of South Dakota looks to be a little cooler, slightly cooler, but still temperatures in the 40s. That's still pretty nice for this time of the year. Looks like Rapid City will also be in the 50s. It looks like we'll see 60s to low 70s down into Nebraska. So Nebraska will be significantly warmer on Monday. But for our region, we're looking at a really nice day on Monday. So for Sioux Falls, it looks like the warmest day of the 10-day is going to be on Monday for Sioux Falls. And then after that, on Tuesday, it looks like we're going to cool things down. We're going to start to cool it back a little bit. But still, we're looking at temperatures into the 40s, which is still above average for this time of the year. Again, our average high for our region is 30 degrees, and we're going to be in the 40s. So we're still looking at a nice forecast on Tuesday. But then after Tuesday, it looks like we're going to start to cool it down a little bit as that system comes in for Wednesday, and it looks like temperatures are going to fall into the 30s on Wednesday. And then after that, we'll see what happens. It looks like the trend suggests Thursday to be a little cooler as well, into the low to mid 30s overall. And then Friday looks like probably the same story. We're probably looking at temperatures in the 30s on Friday. So it looks like once that system comes in, and after that, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and after, we're looking at some cooler weather, probably closer to average for this time of the year. And then, by next weekend, it looks like more of the same. 30s and 40s right now is kind of what we're looking at in the ballpark. So that is the latest that we have here for temperatures. And here is a look at the longer range temperature outlook. This is the 6 to 10 day trends. This takes us from February 11th to February 15th, so the middle of February. Here's what we're looking at: above normal temperatures. It looks like very much above normal. The red shaded area covers our entire region, and so we're looking at temperatures that are going to be much above average for this time of the year. And again, what does that entail? Again, looks like 40s, 50s, and 60s overall for daytime highs. And then this is the longer range outlook. This is the 8 to 14 days. So this is essentially 1 to 2 week forecast, February 13th through the 19th. This takes us a little bit farther out. And still, the story remains the same. The trends continue with above normal temperatures overall. I mean, look at this. Most of the country really is going to be above normal. Looks like the only exception would be out in the far west part of the country. Everyone else is going to be very warm overall. We're looking at above normal temperature trends. So, that doesn't mean every day is going to be in the 50s and 60s. But again, our average high for this time of the year is 30. So that means that even if we're at freezing, that's still considered above normal for this time of the year. So, 30s is still going to be above normal. So, again, as of right now, it looks like the coldest that we're going to be falling next week would be into the 30s, which again is still above normal for this time of the year. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Smash that like button if you enjoyed. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn those notifications on. You don't want to miss our content coming your way. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well for the latest updates, as we post frequently. Don't want to miss that content over there. So with that being said, have a great weekend out there. Stay safe, and thank you guys for watching.